So it's here, it's now, it's game day. Yes! Yeah! Yeah! No! Fucking in the ball! Yeah! We lost to a team that had Bob the Builder up front. Alright, Treagles, what's happening? That hurt you, didn't it? That hurt you. First midweek game is here. It's here. It's now. It's game day. We're away for this one. We're off to Gander Green Lane. It's Sutton United v Barnet in the Vanarama National League. So we play Sutton United on another Tuesday night. Who remembers what happened in the last vlog that I did? Callum Reynolds having a party. Bring your vodka and your Charlie. Oi, oi! Oi, oi! When I say relegation, you say fight. Relegation. Relegation. When I say Martin, you say Alan. Martin. Martin. How many times can I recycle Balloongate? Yes, I know we're trying to move on, but you all laughed, you know you did. But anyway, that's enough of chatting bollocks. Let's get into the football news! So Sutton United finished 9th last season in the Vanarama National League, where they played 46 times, winning 17, drawing 14, losing 15, scoring 55, conceding 60. That gives them a goal difference of -5, and they finished on 65 points. Matt Gray is the new man in town, and he took over on the 1st of May 2019. After Paul Doswell had enough of South London, Matt's taken one game in charge and has won that, so that gives him a 100% win rate. Now, you know me, I don't like to brag or anything, but I'm in a WhatsApp group with Matt. So if we lose, you'll be getting phone calls at 3 o'clock in the morning, mate. Matt is a brother. This is what they both think they look like when they're about tan.
I think we better go and show our faces, let them know we're about.
When really, this is what they look like more.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. My shirt so sexy it hurts.
So for anyone who don't know who the Gray brothers are, their family own Hadley F.C. And for anyone that doesn't know who they are, they still play in Barnet, unlike us. Harry Buteman, who scored twice in his last game in a 3-1 victory over Hartlepool.
I don't care about your mans, I don't give a fuck.
Oh shit, here we go again.
The 19th of the 2nd, 2019, a 0-0. Moving on. So with that all being said, let's get to the ground. Let's get some team news in. Let's get 3 points. And then let's get the fuck out of town. Fuck you, Sutton United. Having to play you again on another Tuesday night. I've got to go and sit outside Big Noses after this till 3 o'clock in the morning trying to upload my videos because I live in a bounty country with horse and cart. That my internet is that fucking good. But Matt, it's not our fault. We didn't arrange the fixtures. Yes, you did, you bunch of wankers. Come on, Barnet! Starting 11 for Barnet tonight in a 4-2-3-1. Loach keeps his place between the sticks. You back four, Shea Alexander at right back, David Tatonda at left back, Captain Cannon Reynolds and Harry Taylor, who's slotting in at the 2 centre halves. Your 2 in midfield, James Dunn and Medialito. 3 in the advanced midfield role, Dan Sparks in the wide left, Mason Clark on the wide right and Jack Taylor in number 10 and Simeon Akinola up front. And this is our Sutton United lineup for tonight's game. About 20 minutes in, it's still 0-0. We're playing our usual very pretty passing possession game. Not really doing a lot with it. Sutton are closing down quite well. Their number 8 is their go-to to get out of jail, and they're ganging up on Mason Clark. Every time he's got the ball, 3 of them around him. They obviously know what he can do. Neither team's had a shot at the moment. Half hour in, it's still 0-0. It's been pretty much the same. We are keeping the ball quite nicely. We're playing tidy football. We're waiting for that moment to try and get in behind them. Doing the odd occasional wasteful long ball. Sutton, they're just waiting to pounce on us, waiting for that mistake just to try and counter-attack. They're a very organised side. That's what it is! That one is! Yeah! 10 to the half, still 0-0, but we've just been given a penalty. David Tatonda's been brought down. 2 penalties in the last 2 games. Sim to take. Yeah! Sim rolls it to the keeper's right. He tried playing mind games, getting into his head. It didn't work. Sutton United 0, Barnet 1. 37 minutes in. About a minute to the half, we still need 1-0. Not do nothing silly now, lads. Half time here at Gander Green Lane, and it's Sutton United 0, it's Barnet 1. We have kept the ball really well, we've passed really well. We are trying to create chances, but it's one shot and it's one goal, and it's been the only shot by either team. Sutton presses unit and they drop as unit, and they're trying to go for the set pieces. They obviously know that we're not great with defending them. I'm always pessimistic. There is still 45 minutes to play. Everyone's done really well. Don't want to sound like I'm digging him out. The only one I haven't noticed is Sparks. Medialito a little bit quiet. Let's see what the second half brings. Come on, Barnet. Oh, fuck off! I gave him a bit of shit at half time, saying that they weren't involved in the game. He had his greatest opportunity to put us 2-0 up, Dan Spark. About 3 minutes into the second half, nice work between Jack Taylor, Mason Clark and Sim. The ball gets knocked over to Dan Sparks at the back post. He's got no one around him. He's taken too long, like he did against Yeovil Town. Didn't put his foot through it, then he goes wide. And then 2 minutes after that, Jack Taylor clears one off the line from a corner from Sutton. And then as soon as that, we break, Dan Sparks, he's only got to hit it. And what's he do? He taps it out the keeper. Almost 60 minutes in, and it's Sutton United 1, it's Barnet 1. Got to give them that. That was a very well worked goal. About 3 touches from a throw it into the middle, knock it out to our left hand side, back into the centre, and lifts it over low, and we're just ball watching. Those 2 great chances that Dan Sparks had may come back and cost us all 3 points tonight. About 65 on the clock, it's still 1-1 since Sutton have scored. They've grown in confidence. We've hit panic mode. They're attacking us in packs. He looked like a deer in headlights. Into the last 15, it's still 1-1. Sutton are still controlling most of the play, but we are struggling to put 2 passes together and just hitting and hoping that something pulls off now. 5 minutes of normal time remains. It's still 1-1. Sutton have had the better of the chance of the second half. Loach has been called upon a couple of times. Corners from Sutton that we've not been able to deal with, but we've got away with. Into 90th, they've just added on 3. It's still 1-1. It could go either way, whoever's going to snatch it. So the game finished Sutton United 1, Barnet 1. 4 points from our first 2 games. It's not bad. First half we played our usual pretty passing game, waiting on the other team to get bored, shitless, so we can break down the defensive line and get round the back. But an organised Sutton side stopped that, and in the second half they clocked onto it, and they stopped us doing the passing game. They stopped our fullbacks getting up, and they resorted us to lumping long balls into the box. And that's when the game started to favour them, even at 0-0, and when we went 1-0 up, because we're lumping long balls up front to 1 striker, and he's up against 4 defenders. Mason Clark had 2 free round him at every time, so it was difficult for him to try and create something. And then you got Dan Sparks, who can't run or won't run, so all the 40-yard long balls are pointless really. A change of formation was needed. We needed to freshen it up and go with 2 up front, because the subs that Sutton made, that changed the game for them. Craig Dunnas and Tom Bolaimwa made the difference to Sutton. We had 2 glorious opportunities to take this game, but which is a deer in headlights, and we failed at the final hurdle. And when Sutton scored a good goal as well, was really well worked, panic mode set in. But it's done. We're still undefeated, and we go again this Saturday away to Notts County. So let me know how your team got on in the comments below. Did you win? Did you lose? Did you draw? Did you have more players sent off than shots on target? So make sure you do all the usual bollocks. See you later.
I guess I froze. I mean,
You froze?
what else do you want me to say?
You haven't even fucking defrosted.